let me go to Joan, because you've studied his record, certainly academically and in terms of his actual experience, seems to be pretty qualified.
He is, and after, almost 2 weeks of Donald Trump doing so many unusual things as president, this is the most traditionally Republican thing he could have done. This man could have been chosen by any of the other more establishment Republican candidates out there. He does have sterling credentials to match anybody on the Supreme Court. His background as a judge, I have to say, it sort of mirrors what's already on there. Of the 9 justices before Justice Scalia passed away, 8 of them had been lower court judges, just like Neil Gorsuch. It was interesting the way he cast himself with this play about, being from the West, talking about the states that the 10th Circuit governs. He happens to be, I think, a 4th or 5th Coloradan. But as we know, because of his mother, Ann Gorsuch, who was in the Ronald Reagan administration as EPA administrator, he was actually reared here for part of his life. He moved, I think, when he was age 14 or so, in 1981, when she came out here for that job, went to a prep school in Washington, D.C., has a background that isn't like people flyover states, more like people on the Acela corridor, but he wanted to sort of play those Western markers, which he has. And Byron White, again, John's exactly right. Anybody who's going to refer to Byron White, who also was a Oxford scholar, Rhodes scholar, actually, not a mere Marshall scholar, a Rhodes scholar. Apologies to all the Marshall scholars. He was a Rhodes scholar, and he was this great football player known as Whizzer White. To invoke him, I think, was important also.
Yeah, he does have